I say, Chuck, we go where that old hedgerow is, where we've had them in the past.
Yeah.
See, look at there's the hedgerow.
In the springtime, we go through all of our coyotes that we know are breeding. Potentially they do have a den and we might be able to find them. And so that's what we were doing today. Is we had a couple of coyotes that we knew either were pregnant or they had really great clusters that suggested maybe they had a den. So we get telemetry locations, and those are just taken from different bearings or different places along a block, and they basically create a location. So even though we can't see the animal, we know it's at this certain points inside this block.
Yeah, I was coming up on the hedgerow and just kind of following it, looking for dens in the roots, and they were just kind of lying underneath the tree, just playing in the dirt. It's like two little fuzzballs.
So you do a full.
It's the best hold so far.
Head, we'll say 3 total. Nice belly on her. Definitely a female.
We'll pull the young ones out and we'll process them. We'll take hair samples and blood. We'll put a pit tag in them in case we encounter them again. If they're over about 3 pounds in size, we'll put collars on them, take measurements, photographs, and then put them back in the hole. And Mama will come and take care of them.
One of the things I always worry about is when people see the pups and they see how cute that is and how neat this work is, you definitely don't want people to try to, and do that same type of thing or try to approach them. There are still wild animals, and so that's the bottom line we want to make sure people remember.
Go to the end. We were just coming in on a den site that we had seen pups here the year before, and there were 6 or 7 of them crawling around this old car in the woods, and they scattered. Just got to make sure we got everybody, so I thought there were at least 7 or so we've got 6. So we'll check the rest of the junk piles and see what we can find. I got one in here. And some of them lay low. They find, anything they can hide under, and it's pretty crazy there for a while, running around trying to hold as many as you can and trying to signal people in. But every year this is probably one of the best parts of the project, is rounding up the pups.
One of the greatest things about this research is that it's completely unbiased. We don't operate under any political pressures or any sort of motivation to get a specific answer to the things that we're trying to study. And so it's basically just observing and telling it as it is. One of the greatest advantages to having that long of a study is to see those changes over time that you wouldn't get if you did this for a year or 2 years.
They're pretty young teeth. Looking at the teeth there, I'd age them as, I don't know, 3 weeks.
An animal we pit tag today, we could find in 10 years from now. And that's going to give you, a pretty good picture of what's going on. So it's definitely looking towards the long term.
We'll find what we think is the active den in the area, kind of put them all back in there, keep them together for Mom when she comes back, and she'll of course move them, and the process will go from there. So I'm sure she already has a den lined up.